Ever miss a day of work?
Not a day that cost anybody any money. I missed practice. We're talking about practice. To quote the great Allen Iverson, practice. Come on, guys, we're talking about practice.
Charlie Sheen and Chuck Lorre haven't spoken since the shutdown, but in our interview, Sheen wanted to address Chuck directly.
If Chuck Lorre is watching right now, I imagine he probably is.
He should be.
Is there a reason the senator won't say whether or not somebody else bought some suits for him?
Rachel, the senator has reported every gift he's ever received.
That wasn't my question, Colin.
The senator's reported every gift he's ever received, and we're not going to respond to unnamed sources on a blog.
So Senator Coleman's friend has not bought these suits for him, is that correct?
The senator has reported every gift he's ever received.
Why can't you say that? Why won't you give us an answer, yes or no on that?
He's reported every gift he's ever received.
We haven't asked whether or not he's reported every gift he's ever received, and I will take your word that he's reported every gift he's ever received. Has he ever received a gift of suits?
He's reported every gift he's ever received.
Is that among the gifts that he has reported?
If the answer is no, why don't you say no?
He's reported every gift he's ever received, Rachel.
Colin, whose name is on Senator Coleman's utility bill in D.C.?
Are there any more questions from the Capitol Press Corps?
What about his, Lori, Mrs. Coleman's job at Hayes Companies? Do you know what she did there?
Again, they've disclosed everything they need to disclose on the Senate ethics forms.
So the senator will only go according to the Senate ethics laws rules rather than answer questions from the
He does everything
media.
he's required to do, Rachel.
But that's not my question, Colin.
And that's my response.
Senator Coleman has talked a lot about campaign finance and transparency. He'll repeat that, transparency. That's what you need to have. If there are questions about whether he was a recipient of some very expensive suits and whether those were gifted to him in an appropriate way, why not just clear it all up? Because it's very unclear to us
And
as a...
He does that every year as a United States Senator on the ethics disclosure forms.
And will we find information about clothing on those forms?
If it exceeds a gift limit, yes.
So is it possible that he received these suits and they were below the gift limit?
The senator has reported every gift he's ever received, Kevin.
Okay.
During the time he was a senator, that's the requirement, correct?
That's the requirement.
It's a little puzzling, Colin, why you won't say whether or not he received these gifts. And I understand that you don't want to have to respond to everything on blogs, but you're getting questions from reporters, and I don't see why you're not answering that. Can you explain that a little to me?
Again, Rachel, we're not going to respond to unnamed sources from blogs. That's all we would do every day from now until the election is over. Reporters, the senator has disclosed everything he's required to disclose and reported everything he's required to report.
But Colin, if the senator did nothing wrong here, and that's what you're saying, you could just tell us that and the issue would go away.
The senator has reported every gift he's ever received.
Did the senator do anything wrong here?
The senator has he's done nothing wrong and has reported every gift he's ever received.
And you don't know what Mrs. Coleman did for Hayes Companies?
And again, whatever has been required to be disclosed about her income and what she does has been disclosed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Questions about your poll?
The Memphis mayor called him a boy on a local radio show.
Tonight, mayoral candidate Herman Morris responds to Mayor Harrington's words. Action News 5's Andrew Douglas joins us live now with what he had to say tonight. Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Donna. Just 2 days after former MLGW President Herman Morris announced his bid to become the next mayor here in the city of Memphis, the current mayor launched right into him.
WDIA, good morning.
On WDIA's morning radio show, Mayor Willie Harrington took the first jab in the fight for City Hall.
There's a man up in here in City Hall. If they're looking for a boy, they identified one in Herman Morris, but he ain't going to enter this gate.
Being called a boy, what's your response to something like that?
I don't respond to that. I mean, it's not important what you call, it's what you answer to, and what I most times answer to is Herman.